let me just unlock it. It wants to keep going, right? Crazy. Alright, my people, here's another one. This is with regards to my my side mirror memory position. I've shown it in one of my videos that you can program your memory positions, you know, your seats, your side mirrors, your radio and all that to your key fob, right? So, however, my car was going crazy in that whenever I'd unlock the car, you know, either at first it was using the key fob, then it got to just the door button as well. Whenever it unlocked the car, the mirror would just kind of do its own thing. I tried resetting the memory positions 1 and 2, but whenever it's like it had no idea where the memory position is supposed to be. So I did my best to try and play with this thing, and I'll show it in a little more detail. Just these plungers, I thought they were a little messed up, but no, I didn't really see any issues with them. So this video right here is to how you get access to this thing right here. These two plunges here are kind of what set, you know, are they resistors, right? Yeah, so whenever you hold them to a certain point, it sets a certain resistance, and that's how your module knows this is the position your glass is supposed to be on. So I'm going to swap this. This one came from my 08 M45. This right here is an 06 M45 project car, and let's get to it. You know, I'll show you the process of removing this. First thing you want to do is remove the side mirror, right? The glass itself. You could try to yank at it, but I've noticed in the ones that have, you know, man, those crickets are crazy. I've noticed that if it's a mirror that hasn't been dealt with for a long time, you might pull out the wrong parts of it. You might pull out part of the bracket. So this is what to do. Get a flathead screwdriver. The two spots down here, you can't miss them. Get your flathead in there. Oh, here you go. Get you really close to the middle. Pry it up like that. Then down. Notice this goop over there? Yeah, be careful with that. It goes everywhere. So that's a standard procedure for every Nissan I've dealt with, and I'll link to another video shot way earlier in my YouTube days that shows how to do that. So I'm just going to leave that hanging off to the side like that. And now there are 4 Phillips head screws in here that I need to get, so just watch where I get them from. Here you go. You notice these 4 loosen this motor. This is what moves up, down, side to side to enable your mirror to do its thing, right? So up, down, side to side. Alright, so now what you want to do is get in a little closer there if we can, if that's at all possible. Now what I'm going to do now is I need to access the back. I need to pop this. I need to pop this cover right here. So this cover needs to go, okay? This plastic cover, it's removable. And what I'm going to do for that is get these, because I'm trying to remove this right here. This one. The proper ways to do it, it's just easier to access it from the back. So you'll see plastic clips over here. It's a little harder to see if the casing itself is black, but let me get a longer one. So one, push down here. Is that even visible? Yeah, mostly. Basically, you see loose clips, push them down. 1. Kind of have to keep your hand on it though. 2. It's all the way in there. You hear that? Okay. Then these 2 over here. I had to get this one for inspiration. See, when the casing is a different color than this main housing, it's easy to tell, right? So there's another one somewhere here. Whoa, there we go. Here it is. There's a black casing, and this is what the backside looks like. We're gonna bring the camera to this side too. And I have to warn you, when you use that method, you might or might not break this clip over here. Whoa. This one's safe, this one's safe, this one's safe, this one's safe, but this one, since you don't really see it, might or might not break. Just fair warning, okay? So now we're on the back side of the mirror body. Doing that allows you to get to this. There's a harness back there where this one goes to. This wiring right here, it's attached to something in the back. I'm gonna do my best to show it, but flathead on one side. Finger on the other side. You could actually just use your hand, both ways, but pull it backwards. And when you pull it backwards, you see it? That's one of the fastest way to gain access to that. Or one of the most convenient. So here we go. We got our memory plungers. And I'm going to install this in the 08 M45, and hopefully it works. Hopefully this one right here, this set is working properly. Okay? Cool. Let's go. I have to attack it from the back. Again, fish this through the back. So now, I skipped the part where I connected this electrical plug in the back. There's a little bit of a hassle, but because I got large fingers. So what you do is do the, installation is a reversal removal, right? I'm gonna put these back in. We are ready to install the mirror. Again, remember, these are just hooks like this, they just go up. This one's right here, clip onto something, so just look at that white gun over here. Let's hook it in. Alright, obviously it's not fully put back together, as you can see here. But what I'm going to do is, before putting that casing, which is a little bit of a pain to remove, is test it out. So lock, unlock. Do you see the mirror move a little bit? Or a lot? So that right there is what the mirror has been doing whenever I get into the car. And so I'm gonna get my key fob again, get in the car. So I don't know if this is position 2 or 1. Let me just unlock it. It wants to keep going, right? Crazy. So I turn the car on for the second position, and I'm going down here and turn off the radio. I don't know if that's position 1 or 2. Let me try position 2. It wants to keep going down. How about position 1? Just sideways, right? So what I'm gonna do is reset this. Let me try 2 again. Down, and it's maxed out. Okay, what I'm gonna do, come here, push it to the left mirror position, adjust it up right there, so I can see the M56 behind me, and then some, and then a little bit to the outside. So that's what I see. That's my face view, actually. Then push set, then hold number 1 to set the memory in itself. So, and while it's still doing that, I'm gonna hold a key. That means it's memorized that position for the key fob. So let's try number 2. Number 2 goes all the way down, and it's clicking. How about number 1 this time? Hopefully it goes all the way up. This is the VOs. And there you have it. I'd like to say I think this project has been successful. What I'm gonna do is mess with the mirror. You know, have it facing, let's have it facing the sky. How about that? Okay. Well, that's up and inwards, right? This is the roof of the car. What I'm gonna do is steering wheel as well. Let me move it up and in. And for shits and giggles, let's move the seat forward. Okay. Let me turn off the car. Get outside. Lock it. Anyone that knows me knows this is not a very comfortable seating position for me. So as you can see, look at where the mirror is, facing into the sky. Then unlock it. I could use that, but how about we use the key? You see everything moving? So we're gonna get inside there and check. The seat's where I want it to be. The steering wheel is where I want it to be. And sure enough, the side view rear mirror, that mirror right there, the ear of the car is where I want it to be. So I'd say this project is successful. Indeed, the issue with my mirror memory position was a bad switch, and I only did that because I have a spare car, and it's not really unethical because 1, it's my car, but I do plan to sell it. So 1, hopefully the owner finds this video and replaces it, or 2, I found this actuator really cheaply somewhere, and then I'm gonna buy it, and it's about $50 brand new, I believe, if you buy it from Nissan. So yeah, that's it. That's the project. All the best, okay? Well, I guess it's not really over until it's back to how it's supposed to look like, right? And what I'll do is push this against the side of the car. Set this over here. So this should give you an idea. If you somehow cracked your mirror or lost it or whatever it is, all you have to do is replace this cap. You don't have to replace the entire mirror, you know? Well, this one's got a hook down there first. You see them? So these have to hook down here first into these holes. And now that those are hooked, just push this in. There you have it. This piece of the world again. It's a little shaky, not too bad, but sometimes on the highway I noticed this one being a little loose. That's a project for another day. There's a way to tighten it down here. Okay, well, I think this really is goodbye. So I'm gonna go do the same on the other car that where I borrowed the parts from, and let's call it a goodbye. So I'm reminded to make a video as to why I recommended that when you pull this, this out, remember to use your flathead screwdriver down here, and when you do that, that pops these parts out, right? Pops those out, because if you try to just pull it out, just yank it out, sometimes it pulls this whole bracket out, and when this gets pulled out, see that spring in there? That gets, that pops out. There's another spring back here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. This spring right here pops out too. It's doable because obviously I've had to do it when I was doing this thing without tools. I mean, I was just trying to mess with this, so I figured I could do it without tools. But it's the kind of thing you definitely don't want to spend your afternoon doing. So just an FYI, it's preferable to use some kind of a tool underneath here whenever you're removing your glass, okay?